So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Another transfer video. First of two today. I'll be speaking about Creepy later. The Bournemouth winger. That'll be dropping a little bit later this afternoon. There will be a live on it. I'm not sure what time though. It could be between the two football matches later. I'll also be doing a watch along for both of them as well on the Lee Reacts channel. So make sure you're checking that out. Make sure you are subbing to Lee Reacts. Hopefully the games are better than the two we watched yesterday. Jesus Christ. My God. Weren't a great advertisement for the World Cup so far. But anyway, it's still early days. It's only the first group stage games. But anyway, make sure you are smashing the like button up. Hit the hype button. Bless up to everyone who tuned in yesterday. And loads of news again about Julian Alvarez. Loads of news. And this has been going on since pretty much January. In fact, probably before January. Julian Alvarez has been linked to Arsenal about 1 billion times in the last 8 months. But Barcelona are refusing to go above 100 mil. Real Madrid want to pay 150 and Atleti are saying no. And apparently we're going to smash our transfer record for Julian Alvarez around 150. Now, listen, when it comes to these transfer stories, there's so many conflicting reports. And is anyone actually genuinely credible? It's all well and good seeing all these stories out there. Even Fabrizio Romano gets stuff wrong. And let's be real. Most of the time you put stuff out there is when it's nearly done. David Ornstein, don't even get me started on that guy. Jesus Christ. That guy. Anyway, move on. But yeah, Julian Alvarez was I think he bagged 20 goals last season. Just double check that. I think he bagged 20 goals last season and 29 the year before. Excuse me. But yeah, 20 goals, 9 assists this season. 8 league goals. That's not great in 29 appearances, I can't lie. 8 league goals. He scored more in the Champions League. That's actually ridiculous. What did he get last season? 17 goals in the league and 7 in the Champions League. 29 goals, 8 assists. The thing I like about Julian Alvarez is he can play pretty much anywhere. I mean, I'm just looking through his career stats. Not bad. Not bad at all. Man City, 36 goals, 19 assists, 103 games. Atleti, 106 games, 49 goals, 17 assists. River Plate, 122 games, 54 goals, 31 assists. The thing I like about Alvarez is he's not greedy. Every time I watch him, he's always trying to help his teammates get goals. It's not just being a greedy player trying to do it all himself, taking too many touches. He could bag a mad free kick. We've seen that enough times. Yeah, and not only that, he's so competent on both feet. I think he'd be a 6-signing for Arsenal. Contracted until 2030, so it is going to cost a hell of a lot of money. And this is where we have to show our intent, because we're champions of England. Go and do the money. This is what big clubs do. They go and spend big money on big players. Yeah, let's be real with it. Everyone says the Premier League's the biggest league in the world, the best league in the world, this and that. So why can't the team in the biggest and best league in the world go and do 150 million on a player? I didn't realise he was only 26 as well. I thought he was older than that. Just turned 26 in end of January. This would be a top signing. Yeah, and I'll tell you why it works here. Because he don't just have to play up front. He can actually drop into the pocket of space and play basically like a number 10. And the link play, not only that, you could rotate him in Gyökeres if you wanted to. I know most of his fan base can't stand Gyökeres for no apparent reason, by the way. Without that guy, we wouldn't have won the league. This is the real of it. Same with any of these players. Yeah, but for our fans, a lot of them to be wanting rid of that player already after 1 year. Yeah, when he's actually been pretty decent. I think it's mad. And then players like Mad Wakey, they go, oh, he's dynamic. He's really direct. We can polish his performances. All right, mate. But then somebody like Gyökeres who bags goals, we can't, yeah? It's a bit weird. But Julian Alvarez at 6-time, I think he's quality. Every time I watch him as well, even if he's quiet in the game, yeah, he's always switched on. Yeah, a lot of players go and hide in football matches. We've seen it with loads of teams. Yeah, when they're not having a good game, a player might just go and hide in the game. Yeah, I don't really see that with him. Yeah, and every time I watch him, he always wants to get forward. Like maybe that can get coached out in Arsenal, but I should be playing centre half. But I think that also helped the wingers because all of our wingers last season were embarrassing. Every single one of them. Not one of them. In fact, let me take Dalman out of that. The ones that have been playing week in, week out, they were embarrassing last season. Trossard had a little purple patch. Martinelli was rubbish. Saka was rubbish. Madueke is rubbish. I'm not being funny. This guy could genuinely help link up and get the wingers in as well because his passing's mad underrated. Yeah, passing, shooting, power of the shot, all types of different finishes, free kicks. Yeah, he's got the work rates. He's got the physicality. He's got all the attributes you want in a footballer. It's just whether Arsenal aren't going to do this. Is it even true? When we keep seeing it, I mean, it gets people loads of views. Oh, Julian Alvarez to Arsenal. Yeah, cool. We've been hearing this since before January. Is it actually likely to happen? If you just type in Alvarez to Arsenal, it comes up with loads of them. Comes up with loads of them. And I don't recognise half of these journalists. Literally every single story is Alvarez to Arsenal, Alvarez to Arsenal, Alvarez to Arsenal. It's mad. And then the thing is as well, I say this all the time, right? If you actually calculate how many players Arsenal are linked to and how many we actually sign, I don't know why people believe all these stories every year. Yeah, I'm listening. Julian Alvarez picks between Arsenal, Real Madrid, and Barcelona after an aggressive bid. Alvarez has reached a decision on his next club after Real Madrid's aggressive move for the Argentine international amid interest from Arsenal and Barca. Alvarez moved, blah, 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 blah. We've done this and all that. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta, sporting director Andrea Berta are huge admirers of him. And let's be real, right? Let's be real. It was Berta that signed him. It was Berta that signed him for Atleti. And if you look at the track record of Berta at Atleti for players, it's actually pretty relentless. Barca need a Lewandowski replacement. And obviously, he's left on a free. Yeah, and Florentino Perez whacked in 150 million quid. Yeah, which got rejected straight away. I don't know who Graham Bailey is, but that's who this is. Who wrote all this? Alvarez said that he only wants Barcelona. His idol is Messi. Blah 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 blah. Sources close to the situation have told us that Alvarez has made fully aware that Real Madrid's intentions, and he is flattered by the interest from the European giants. However, the appeal of moving to the Bernabeu, Barcelona remain his first choice. That message has been relayed to both Barca and to Real. I understand that Alvarez has been attracted by the prospect of playing at the Catalan club, and that position has not changed. All right, Atleti want to keep Julian Alvarez. Well, of course they would. Why wouldn't they want to keep him? The player and his reps did not respond to the contract offer on the table. I know that Julian has already spoken with Atleti. In his statement his intentions privately, Julian has made it clear he wants to go somewhere else. His desire remains Barcelona. If he can choose between all the teams he had, he'd go Barcelona. Well, let's hope Barcelona don't have the money then. Whether Barca can actually sign him is another matter. What I think is that the Barca offer would be more than Griezmann's deal of around 120, 125. Well, why don't we just go and put 150 on the table and go and get it? I mean, it's not rocket science, is it? Yeah, and this is why I want this club to start acting quick. Yeah, because all these other teams are going to start snapping up players. So if we want him, I know, listen, it's 150 million quid. It's not a cheap deal. It's not an easy deal to get done. There's going to be add-ons. There's going to be clauses. There's going to be image rights and all of that, agent fees, so on and so forth. These deals ain't easy, but the principle is there. Put the money on the table, yeah, and we'll see what happens. How much is he getting paid? How much is he on? Let's have a look. Whack the lights up, guys. And the hype man. Let's have a look. His release clause is $500 million, by the way. And he is on 240,000 euros a week. Not bad work if you can get it, is it? 240, that's about 200 grand a week. We'll go and give him 300 and pay 150. Job done. And listen, let me know what you guys think. I think he'd be a superb signing, I can't lie. Yeah, and you can play him in the 10. You can play him up front. You can play him 2 up front with Gyökeres. You can play him instead of Gyökeres. I think this is a no-brainer, but listen, I ain't got 150 million at the club to go and spend, do I? So we shall see. We shall see, guys. Maybe we need to get some out first if we're going to go and do that deal. I don't think so. I think we've got a lot of money. Yeah, but let me know what you think. Let me know where you think his best position would be at Arsenal as well, because like I said, we have got Gyökeres already. I think get rid of Odegaard and play him into 10, personally. But it is what it is. On that bomber, have a wonderful day. The Croupy video will be out later. What time is it now? 3 o'clock. That'll be out about 7 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. Yeah, maybe 7, 8 o'clock. And I'll be doing the watch along for the Canada game on the React. So make sure you crack on and sub to that as well. Have a wonderful day, and leave your comments down below. Latest, peeps.